In this demo, we are going to explore some of the security features of Google Workspace for Education Standard and Plus, which can help you prevent and mitigate spam, phishing, malware, and ransomware. Before we get started, please review the checklist in the Resources section for some basic steps you can take to address security and privacy across your domain. First, let's talk about Security Sandbox, a feature that's included in Google Workspace for Education Standard and Plus. Email attachments can include malicious software that might be missed by traditional antivirus programs. To identify these threats, Gmail can scan or run attachments in a virtual environment called Security Sandbox. To access Security Sandbox, go to Apps, Google Workspace, Gmail, then scroll down to Spam, Phishing, and Malware. As an administrator, you have several options for managing attachments. You can set up Gmail to scan all supported attachment types in Security Sandbox. Set up rules to specify which attachments are scanned in Security Sandbox. And set up content compliance rules to manage malicious attachments. File types scanned in Security Sandbox include Microsoft files, PDFs, and archive files like zips and RARs. To turn on scanning of all attachment types, click in the Security Sandbox section. Click to enable the checkbox and click Save. Alternatively, if you'd like to set up rules around which attachments are scanned, scroll down to the Security Sandbox Rules section and click Configure. For more information on configuring Security Sandbox, see the article in the Resources section. Next, let's take a look at the Security Dashboard. From the Admin Console homepage, go to Security, then Dashboard. As an administrator, you can use the Security Dashboard to see an overview of different security reports, including spam, phishing, malware, and spoofing emails. By default, you'll see data from the last 7 days, but you can customize the time period, going back in time up to 180 days for some reports. Let's take a look at the spam filter report in more detail. First, let's look at 30 days worth of data. Next, because phishing emails can be particularly problematic, let's filter by phishing emails. In this case, there is an email with the subject "Refund Awaiting," sent to a few of my users. Looking at the sender addresses, you can see that they're a bit suspicious. I'd like to investigate this further. Luckily, with just one click, I can launch an investigation in the Investigation tool that pulls all the key fields from the Security Dashboard report. The benefit of coming from the dashboard is that it saves time and effort by filling out all the necessary search conditions automatically. In this case, it selected Gmail log events as the data source, a date range, spam classification equals phishing, and event equals receive. The search is already run and shows us all emails that match the conditions we specified. Here, I can see all the metadata associated with the emails, including timestamp, ID, subject, sender, recipient, IP address, and more. I'd like to take a look at the message headers and the content to verify that the email is in fact a phishing attempt. I can click on the blue link to view the original details, the routing steps, and the full raw header. I can then click on Message to view the contents. In my domain, I require admins to provide a justification before viewing any message. The justification I enter will appear in the audit log. Looking at the email, I can see that it looks like a phishing attempt, and I'd like to delete the email from my users' inboxes. Before I do that, I'd like to make sure that there were no suspicious login events related to the user who received the emails. To do that, I click on the three-dot menu next to the recipient column to pivot my search. Scroll down to User Log Events User and select it. A second search opens up below, with the User Log Events data source selected, and the recipients of the email already included as a condition. In this case, I'll add a condition of "is suspicious equals true," and then run a search. Luckily, there are no suspicious events detected. Now I'm going to delete the problematic emails. In this case, I'm going to select all of the messages. Click Actions and click Delete Messages. After filling out the reason for deleting the message and confirming, the action will run in the background and let me know when it's complete. Just in case I need this investigation again, I'm going to save it. And if I'd like, I can actually set this investigation to run automatically for me by clicking the three-dot menu at the top and selecting Create Activity Rule. For more information on creating a rule that runs automatically, including how to set up the rule to take action on your behalf, see the article in the resource section.